Hey friends, it's Icy of Icy Studio, and I know I'm pretty late in the December 2022 bullet journal game, but here is my Spooky Winter Wonderland plan with me. And because no one asked, I actually had a different theme in mind. I was thinking more like snowy forest animals and really nice elegant calligraphy. But for some reason, I really wasn't feeling it. I actually wanted something spooky because I just recently watched Wednesday on Netflix and it was so good, and I thought I wanted to incorporate something a little more Tim Burton-y. So I thought, hey, maybe we should do the Nightmare Before Christmas, but I didn't want to do just Nightmare Before Christmas characters. There's characters from Coraline, Wednesday, and even Edgar Allan Poe. Aren't you in for a treat? So anyway, let's talk about the process. So because no one asked, my favorite Christmas quote is, "It's the most wonderful time of the year." And of course, this is a spooky theme. I thought I'd write the quote down in the Nightmare Before Christmas font, which I have sourced from Pinterest. And again, because no one asked, so I live in Sydney, Australia, down in the southern hemisphere, and the seasons are complete opposite to the northern hemisphere. So every Christmas or December, we get really hot days. So it's a really hot Christmas, and to be honest, I prefer a winter wonderland. So that is what I am manifesting in my bullet journal right now. And these pens that I am using, I bought from Life of Color. The gel pens and the metallic brush pens are my ultimate favorite. I actually did a video on swatching some of their pen sets, so check that out. And don't forget to use my affiliate code ICStudio to show some support. So I might get a commission every time my code and links are used for purchase. So thank you so much for supporting my creative dreams. And while we're talking about supplies, the notebook that I am currently using is a Neapolitan notebook from Archer and Olive. So I am also an Archer and Olive affiliate, and if you would like a 10% discount voucher, please feel free to use my affiliate code ICStudio10 for 10% off eligible items. And again, as an affiliate, I may get commission every time my code and links are used for purchase. So thank you so much for supporting my creative dreams. And again, because no one asked, I absolutely love using Neapolitan notebooks. So just in case you don't know what a Neapolitan notebook is, it is a notebook that consists of 3 different colored papers. So there's black, white, and craft. I absolutely love the challenge of having different colored paper every month. And I try to make a habit of using the crossover pages for my monthly pages. So here it is, a black and white crossover page. Feel free to check out my November 2022 bullet journal setup, which was a black and craft crossover page. So I also had a spooky theme at the time, and I can't seem to shake the spooky season out of my system. Alright, now we're finished with the actual quote page. Let's add some snowflakes. I wish I was gifted with the ability of drawing stuff out of thin air, but I always need a reference. So the snowflake patterns I got from Pinterest. And for some reason, I struggle to draw them even when they look deceivingly easy. So anyway, I am low-key jealous of the countries in the northern hemisphere where it snows on Christmas. So here is my Spooky Winter Wonderland quotes cover page. What about you? Would you prefer a summer Christmas or a winter Christmas? Alright, let's move on to my monthly page. So because no one asked, and for some unknown reason, my brain seems to think from top to bottom. So most of my monthly pages have been vertical calendars. I did try using a calendar layout, but it didn't really work for me. So I guess it's really about finding what works for you, and what works for me is the vertical monthly layout. What about you? What works for you? And as you can see, I'm decorating my December monthly page with a lot of metallic blues and writing the December in the Nightmare Before Christmas font because I'm manifesting a spooky winter wonderland. And for the first week of December, I have decided to add a skeleton hand with Christmas lights. And like I mentioned earlier, I don't have the gift of drawing stuff from thin air, so I used an image from Pinterest to draw this skeleton hand, and my favorite drawing pens are Sakura fine liners. And for the second week of December, I have decided to add a Wednesday illustration. So last year for my November 2021 bullet journal, I actually did a Tim Burton inspired spread. And like I mentioned earlier, because I just recently watched Wednesday, I was so obsessed about it and I just had to add a Wednesday character into one of my December 2022 bullet journal spreads. So here it is. So with this Wednesday illustration, as usual, I had a reference, but I added Tim Burton elements like the facial features, how to draw eyes and mouths and hair, and even the face shape. So I'm currently having fun with that and kind of like experimenting with the different ways I can incorporate Tim Burton elements into my drawings. And with every illustration in this spread, I have decided to add a quote. So here is my Wednesday Addams inspired quote. In case you don't know me and don't know my humor, the quotes that I write in here are meant to be funny and hilarious and not offend the Christmas holidays. Christmas is my most favorite season. Just trying to be funny. Alright, so let's move on to the second week of December, and I have decided to add the monster from Coraline. So again, the image that I have used as a reference is from Pinterest. And the monster was actually holding a Coraline doll, but with this one, she is holding a Christmas ball. And so because I don't have a Christmas tree illustration yet, I have decided to add a Christmas tree for the third week of December. And it is again inspired by Tim Burton style. And as with my illustrations earlier, all of the references I have gotten from Pinterest, and I kind of combined all of the elements that I liked from the Christmas tree spooky illustrations that I saw in there, and here it is. And because being emo is not a phase, I decided to add this quote that I also saw on Pinterest and, of course, in the Nightmare Before Christmas font. I absolutely how juicy the gel pens are and how opaque the ink is, and it's just beautifully metallic, don't you think? Okay, last but not least, the last week of December, which is also the last week of the year. Duh! I wanted to add an Edgar Allan Poe illustration, but in Tim Burton style, so I had a lot of fun with this. I, again, Pinterest references and then just added elements of Tim Burton style drawings, and I had so much fun drawing Edgar Allan Poe. I just love how merry he looks here. Don't you think he looks so merry? So this is my December 2022 Spooky Winter Wonderland theme. Let me know what you think about it, and if I have successfully manifested the Spooky Winter Wonderland season into my bullet journal. Let me know in the comments below and comment your favorite Christmas emoji. Thank you so much if you've made it this far, and I will see you in the next video. Happy holidays!